This is without a doubt the heaviest t-shirt in the world. This is the only one in the world. This is a one-of-one prototype from the brand Wonderlooper. At one point in your life, you probably thought, I'm gonna buy a nice t-shirt. Which one should I get? And the internet recommended about 15 of them. And today we're going over those 15 and we're going to be ranking them from, well, I'm gonna give them superlatives because it's hard to say what's best and worst depending on who you are. But we have this t-shirt that the internet has been slobbered gobbling all over for the past 3 years, worn by Jeremy Allen White in The Bear.
Spaghetti. Don't say spaghetti, all these knives are dull.
I have not seen it yet, although I'm assured there's no bears in it. Then we go to stuff that's way lower priced, and to be honest, these two t-shirts here almost kill this video because they are so good. And they don't cost a lot of money compared to anything else. That being said though, there is one t-shirt that you have all recommended I buy for 3 years and I ignored all of you. I bought it. Holy, so good. By the way, 4 of these shirts were given to me for free and I'm not going to include them at the end ranking things like that because I want to make sure you know I paid for everything that I'm talking about. $4.20. Think if you went to a diner and you're expecting a cheeseburger to cost $10 and it costs $1, you'd probably think, how on earth are you making this for $1? Everybody tells me that I should get these shirts and wear no other t-shirts, so I wanted to grab one. This is the Kirkland 6-pack that goes for $25, and it's quite long. Obviously, you always have to tuck it in, but for $4.20, this is it's a fantastic t-shirt. It's incredibly soft. I like the fit. It's not too tight on the sleeves. The collar withstands the microphone test, which is another big thing for me. This collar is kind of constructed like this. Little sewing going on here. I like collars that are constructed like this because they're tough, durable, they don't wiggle and bend and stuff like that. This is cheaper, it saves money, but still a good look, still nice tight neckline. Honestly, if you're looking for a shirt under $5, $6, I can't recommend this t-shirt enough.
Kirkland shrink test, 4% in width, 2% in length.
This is essentially game over. As someone who reviews clothing and makes clothing for a living, if you blindfolded me and spun me around 3 times and said, quick, is this a $15 t-shirt or a $60 t-shirt? Ooh, this is Uniqlo. I really like the fit. I see what Tim DeSaint's always saying, like, this is great. And to be honest, if you're looking to get a heavyweight kind of coarse feeling t-shirt with a bound collar with ribbing, which is what I like, highly recommend this if you're looking for the best bargain t-shirt. This may be it, or this Uniqlo Supima cotton t-shirt. Supima cotton is extra long staple cotton fiber, so some cotton fibers are this long, others are that long. The benefit of being that long is soft, silky, durable. It just feels really, really nice, very premium. The only thing about this shirt is the collar does sag. It's not a bound collar and ribbing or anything like that, so that kind of sucks, but if you want a Supima t-shirt for under 30 bucks, this is one of the best shirts that you can get. Also, sorry, I've put on so many shirts, I've seemed to have ruined my hair for the day. Doesn't matter when we're talking about great deals in fashion, does it, guys?
Uniqlo 1 shrink test, 2.3% in width, 2% in length. Uniqlo 2 shrink test, 2.5% in width, 2% in length.
This is the Jacked Instagram model special. This is the Whitesville t-shirt. It's from a Japanese company that's riffing on old Americana underwear. So this shirt is cut like vintage t-shirts were, which is to be underwear. So very tight to not get in the way of you putting a shirt over it. All in all, I'd really recommend it. This is by far one of the softest t-shirts on the list. Feels great. For the price, I wouldn't say it's worth it until you look at this collar. This collar is interesting because it does use this type of construction, but they have tape. They have binding tape over the collar that allows it to not stretch a lot over time, so it holds its shape a little bit better.
Whitesville shrink test, 5.4% in width, 3% in length.
My apartment's a mess, but my internet browsing is clean.
Thanks to Surfshark VPN.
Hey, have you ever gone to a coffee shop and logged into your bank so that way you can show the barista how much money is in your account? She'd probably think that's pretty weird if you weren't using a VPN because that's not good internet browsing practice. While I have you here, have you ever been in a relationship with a girl who lived abroad for 2 years and you watched her use a VPN so she could watch her favorite American TV shows around the world? I have. Sometimes I wonder, if you like American TV shows so much, why did you leave me? And on top of all of that, if you're thinking, hey, I really want to try this out, but I don't know what my thoughts will be for 30 days. Well, Surfshark allows you 30 days to try it out. And also, ever heard of identity theft? Getting your identity stolen on the internet? That's not a good thing. Surfshark Alert notifies you the moment your email, ID, credit card, or other personal data gets leaked online.
I'd say that's worth it, especially if the barista's trying to steal my ID. Anyways, thank you so much Surfshark for sponsoring this video and making the Iron Snail possible. You can use my code IRONSNAIL to get an extra 4 months free. Bye-bye.
Velva Sheen, same idea as Whitesville, very different execution. Whitesville, very soft, fluffy, kind of has a plush feeling. The sleeves are a little bit longer. Velva Sheen is doing the same thing. In fact, they're more authentic. Whitesville is technically kind of referencing Velva Sheen because Velva Sheen was a company in, I think, Cincinnati in the 1930s. They went out of business, a Japanese company bought them, and basically said, make it again. And that's what we have here. But the tough part about this shirt is it's made how things used to be made in the 40s, and we have 84 years of different t-shirts since then, so some things seem a little weird. It feels like an underwear shirt. It doesn't like Fruit of the Loom, Hanes, it feels like in that category, but it's much more expensive. It's an interesting choice to make a t-shirt that costs this much, built this way, but it does have that old vibey aesthetic look.
Velva Sheen shrink test. 2.3% in width, 0% in length.
Taylor and I have a favorite meme where it's a doctor holding a clipboard like this and it says, your test results came back, everything's fine. Also, I'm in love with you. That is the epitome of this Asket t-shirt. I have no idea how to say that simple word, but this knit, they call it compact. It's so compact that it literally doesn't feel like a knit product. It feels like you're running your hands down glass. This is an unbelievably cool shirt. This is, we'll get into it in a second, but I'm just so excited to tell you about it. So good.
Asket shrink test. 0% in width, 0% in length. Pre-washed.
I don't know if your Instagram feed is like mine, but I've been getting sponsored Buck Mason t-shirt posts out the butt from so many creators just being like, the Buck Mason t-shirt's one of the best t-shirts in the world. They make banging shirts. I picked this one out specifically because of its blend. This is partially hemp. Hemp, I think, in the next 10 years is going to be in most clothing in all applications, and I don't think it's ever gonna stop because it's super eco-friendly, grows super fast, it's much stronger than cotton, it has properties, cooling properties like linen. I wish that this material was ribbing and not the same material as the shirt, just because it doesn't stretch over your head as easily, it wrinkles a little bit easier. It's gonna hold up for a very, very long time. I don't mind it, I just wish it was ribbing.
Buck Mason Yuma Hemp shrink test. 2.5% in width, 1% in length.
Dhen 1920, one of my favorite US brands in the world. I naturally like their t-shirts. I like the graphics on their t-shirts. I wish that their collar was a ribbed collar at $58. I feel like that would be great. You want a Dhen t-shirt if you're a guy that's just like, man, baseball hasn't been the same since Babe Ruth was at bat, and I like the color cream more than I like the color white. Medium weight t-shirt, we have a blind stitch hem on the shoulders, which is nice. Either way, always Dhen, always gotta get a graphic t-shirt, always gotta tuck in my shirts because I'm not a torso gifted man.
Dhen 1920, 0% shrink. Pre-washed.
Yo, welcome to the world of loop-wheeled t-shirts. Things here are fast and they're dangerous. This, a new medium brand in general, understated. It's loop-wheeled, so it's made very slowly. It has some nice subtle texture to it. It's very plush and soft, but feels heavy, fits great, and it's from Iron Shop Provisions. Josh, one of my friends now that I talk to, this is his own in-house clothing brand for Iron Shop Provisions. I got the shirt for free, so I can't put it in the ranking, but it really is like, hopefully you could just see the way it fits and the way it flows. Fantastic quality t-shirt. This might be the most affordable loop-wheeled t-shirt out there.
A new medium. No data because I washed it before this test.
In the niche of nerdy Japanese overbuilt clothing, the Real McCoy's is like top dog level. I would recommend this t-shirt for that guy that wears 20-pound boots on each foot, has a giant leather wallet with a good art Hollywood chain that's like going around it. That's the kind of guy that would like this shirt because their fabric it's like the opposite of Asket. Still very dense, but it's not silky smooth. It has a little coarse texture to it. Like it's so dense, it feels like it's almost tough to bend. Then we get into their collar, which of course passes the sag test, but also it's a diagonal ribbing. I don't know if it's to alleviate stretching over time. I don't know if it's because they think it looks cool. I don't know what it is, but it all adds up to that little extra swagoo factor. This is, I really like this shirt.
The Real McCoy's shrink test. 2.5% in width, 2% in length.
And then we have the Merz B shirt, which thank goodness it came in the mail on time. Otherwise I wouldn't know what to do and I wouldn't be able to think of a solution. This one is really nice. Hopefully it comes in the mail before this video goes live. Babe, wake up. Jeremy Allen White's here. Yeah, he's right here. I'm wearing his shirt. This is the bear shirt. This is the famed shirt. Clearly, I am not Jeremy Allen White, so it looks like a regular shirt. That's kind of the whole deal. It's not the shirt that makes the man, it's the man that makes the shirt. If you're thinking, I want a loop wheel t-shirt, we're talking about a new medium, this shirt from Merz B, the 215, and Wonder Looper. And this shirt kind of falls in the middle. The heaviest loop wheel shirt we're talking about today is a new medium that is dramatically softer than this, like a plush soft. This is pretty rough. It feels like an old school t-shirt. It's flowy, it's smooth and everything, but not compared to Ultimate Pima from Wonder Looper. That is very, very silky smooth. Also the lightest weight, which helps it feel silkier and smoother. This is a middleweight, more of a classic dry shirt feel in general, and you can compare all of the fits and see which one you like better if you're going for a loop wheel t-shirt. No, wait, I forgot. Sorry, one more thing. Under the sleeve, there's this triangle gusset on both sleeves, so you can move your arm easier and have a bit more range of motion with a tighter sleeve. Merz B 215 shrink test. 3% in length, 5% in width. Lady White Company is for that dude that in the morning pours a pure black coffee into a beautifully glazed white porcelain mug and looks over at you and says, hey, isn't the contrast between light and dark just something like absolutely unbelievable? There's this picture of Willem Dafoe wearing a white t-shirt that I've always liked because it just fits him so calmly when he's sitting there. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like Lady White is the brand that does that for me with my body. This is a size small. I got the funky mesh fabric just because I wanted to try something new because I had a Lady White t-shirt. I gave it to a friend or got stolen in Portugal. This is one of the greatest t-shirt brands of all time, hands down. One of the greatest knitwear brands, I'd say. Lady White shrink test, 0% shrink. Wonder Looper, made by one of my greatest friends in this industry, Bezad, and his wife Riza, nicest people in the absolute world. You probably know them from Naked and Famous. Before we get into Wonder Looper, this is one of my favorite cottons in the world. It is called Fox Fiber. Here's another shirt made in Fox Fiber by Studio d'Artisan. Here is socks, Fox Fiber by Harvest and Mill. Fox Fiber is a naturally colored cotton, so this isn't dyed at all. Organic cotton, all natural, pesticide-free, fire-resistant when it's being grown, disease-resistant, and the person behind it, Sally Fox, is a cotton pioneer. She's a legend in the cotton world because colored cotton, it was such a short staple cotton that it was very difficult to spin it into yarns and make it into t-shirts. She changed that. She made it so it's not a long staple cotton, it's not medium, it's still short, but now you can make it into shirts and fibers and wovens, which is what we're doing together. Wonder Looper Fox Fiber shrink test, 7.69% in width, 6% in length. This t-shirt is also Wonder Looper. Hold on, make this video pleasant again. Okay, cool. Didn't that make the video way better? Wonder Looper, the only way you can describe it is if there's a company that's going to find... 1 second, sorry. Oh, this only happens when I'm having guests. This is the Ultimate Pima t-shirt. This Ultimate Pima is organic cotton. 1% of the cotton in the world is Ultimate Pima. 11 tons only per year. It takes like a year to make these shirts because it's so hard to get the fabric. This is like a mix between the Real McCoys and Asket and just Supima, where it feels not like it's perfectly glass, but it has little ridges like this that you can feel, but it's also super soft. Wonder Looper is that company that I feel like if there's going to be a company that's going to try something crazy, it will be Wonder Looper. Case in point is this, the triple heavyweight t-shirt. This is the heaviest t-shirt. If you haven't gotten into the world of heavyweight knits, this is far heavier than a Champion reverse weave. This is 69% heavier. It is an absolute tank. You could hear the sounds when I scratch it. If you want an indestructible t-shirt, you get this one. Okay, originally I brutally ranked everything, 1 being the best, 11th being the worst, but then I looked at what I rated the worst and was like, well, some people might like that shirt and not think it's the worst, so I don't want them to go by that list. So I did the next best thing, high school superlatives. This is excluding things that I got for free or that were lent to me, starting with the heaviest, toughest, beefiest, gnarliest shirt. That goes to the Real McCoys. The softest, coziest, wosiest shirt, that would go to Whitesville. The best value heavyweight or all-around t-shirt has to go to the Uniqlo heavyweight crew neck shirt. The best value silky smooth has to go to the Uniqlo Supima t-shirt. The longest t-shirt goes to Kirkland. Also could be considered best value. Most interesting, creative, spicy shirt goes to Buck Mason's Yuma t-shirt. The award for being just like the old times t-shirt goes to Velva Sheen. And the award, I must have been, really excited when I wrote this. The award for most variety, best fit, fanciest, perhaps best all-around company for t-shirts goes to Lady White. Merz B still hasn't come in the mail yet. The award for coolest graphic t-shirt and best color t-shirt goes to dhen1920. And of course, there was one that did get ranked. The winner of this competition for this year, the silkiest, densest, most interesting shirt that really surprised me, goes to Asket. So that's the ranking, but please, if there's a shirt that I haven't reviewed in the past 3 t-shirt videos, please let me know. I want to get a huge list going and then do the t-shirt Olympics and say who makes the best t-shirt of all time after I've worn them for years. So that'll probably come next year. But anyways, see you all soon.